Hello everybody, Dodger here. Welcome back to the next car game. We are now in the pre-alpha version of the game, which means we moved out of the little technical demo that we had previously, and now we're actually seeing some of the real core gameplay. It's all still very much in the format of a demo, but now it at least has the look and feel of an actual working title. We got the buttons here that you will see in the market, research, social, all this stuff is stuff they're working on in the future. We got parts you can change, repair the car, research down there, car and front, stuff like this. None of that's active just yet. All we have is two cars to choose from, which are the same two cars that were seen in the tech demo. You couldn't drive this one before, but you could see it. We're going to stick, I think, with this guy because it's a pretty fun car and it's going to come in handy for what we are going to do first, and that is a demolition derby. So that is the core of this franchise. It's just complete demolition, destruction, that kind of stuff. And it's a very tricky thing to make a demolition derby based game. We got driving assist available. I am going to turn all those off. I'm going to leave it on automatic shifting for now because I am I'm still using the keyboard rather than the wheel. I have it. It's all set up. You can use the wheel. It's all the controls and everything like that are there, but I am feeling pretty comfortable with it on the keyboard. It's set up pretty well to use that. So we'll see how that goes. We'll start with the demolition derby and go from there. All right, so let's go out and see. Now I've already done a few of these. It is immensely fun. It's definitely better than any kind of demolition derby experience I've had in a game previously. The course, a little bit a 50-50 realism and fantasy. We got ramps up along the side that you can drive on. You got these little ramps in the middle that you can jump over. That kind of stuff, not perfectly realistic. But this game's not supposed to be that. It's not a demolition derby simulation. It's just a fun racing game. So let's get it out there. We got 24 cars out on the course, and you got the little meter on the bottom left that shows you your damage, and it's important to kind of keep track of that because you want to take cars down because that is how you win. You don't win just by surviving, because then you could just kind of stick to the edges and avoid everyone and win. But no, if you do that and you don't have any takedowns, you still lose. So let's see. Take some cars down, and the best way to do it seems to be to hit them in the front side, I would say. But you gotta. See, that took quite a big hit off of my damage there because he hit me in that spot. Definitely does less damage to hit somebody than it does to be hit. There was a takedown. But I am taking a lot of damage very early on here, so doesn't look like I'll be winning this round. Yep, already at critical damage, so I gotta avoid getting hit in the right front. Oh, that was a big jump. Can't reset. Which is something the AI cars seem to not be able to do, so that's a little unbalanced. Oh, yeah, that was bad. 17th place. Maybe let's give that one more try. I'd like to at least be in the final 10. That would be nice. Okay. More focused on avoiding those early big hits. Definitely don't hit the walls. Hitting those concrete walls does an immense amount of damage to the car. But I've got to go back to the physics engine, which I was so happy with in the tech demo. Here as well, it is so fluid, it's so natural feeling, even though it's not in any way realistic. It doesn't bother you at all because it just works. Everything controls very nicely, very sensibly. That's the way to describe it. There's a lot going on to build up more speed and try and hit for those critical parts. But you do kind of want to survive, you know, through the first, there's a takedown, first little bit of chaos, because as the cars get more damaged, it's easier to get takedowns. So I have a feeling this is going to be a, wow, that's a big hit. This is going to be a substantial part of the finished game. I thought that might be one. If it's a matter of you have to buy your cars and there's a budget involved in that because you know you're going to destroy a car that you bring to this. That could be a, ouch, avoid those already taken down cars. That could be a whole portion of a career of this game is just in demolition derbies. Definitely a lot of potential. Oh, that was a good one. A lot of potential just in that. And I am surprised to see this much done. I really didn't think they had this game this far along. What it looked like in the takedown, well, maybe they just had some core elements for this. This is almost full game content here. And flat out, this kind of stuff was set up just in a way where it was mini games. So this had nothing to do with the real purpose of the game. It was all about the racing for that. That's a good one. I need at least one more takedown to win now. 3 could do it, but it's a little unlikely. It starts to get difficult to figure out which cars are alive. Just one now. There he is. He's got no control. He's in the other small car. That one, for as small as it is, it's light and pretty tough. Oh, with critical damage on that side. Let's get a better running start at him. I see him. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. Hoping he'd take himself out. Take this little buggy down. Yeah, no. First place. Okay. Character models could use some work there in the crowd. But the graphics everywhere else, the cars and the damage, that's all working very well. I'm getting significantly less lag in this version, but I've also just upgraded graphics cards, so that could be due to that as well. But I'm sure they are trying to optimize the game as they go. Let's go to the garage, and let's see what else we can do. Okay, we'll stick with this car for now, and I've done the gravel course, but I have not done this tarmac course. Let me try that one out real quick. This is going to be standard racing, but it's full contact, so there's definitely no penalties for crashing people, and it's pretty much encouraged. You know, if you want to make your way to the front, you better be prepared to knock some people out of the way. Now, that's not terribly different than Flat Out was. What I'm hoping they can implement, and I have definitely seen them show interest in it, is trying to figure out a way to add some netcode, some multiplayer to this. Because with a good multiplayer system, you know, without a ridiculous amount of lag and whatnot, this style of racing could be a whole lot of fun. It's definitely not your iRacing. You can see we're kind of on a little bit of a road course here, and even though these cars are not set up for this, and it's very different from the type of physics you need for the demolition derby, it still handles very, very fluidly and sensibly. And I keep using that word. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It just feels so natural. You can see the AI are struggling a little bit, running off course and crashing when they probably don't need to be. This one's a little bit easier than the gravel one, that's for sure. AI cars seem to be struggling a little bit more here. We'll go ahead and go back and do the gravel one as well. They have good pace, but they don't have good, I don't know, line, so they're running off the track in some places. They're also a little bit more focused on taking each other out than I am, probably. Yeah, quite a bit of damage already, so I don't want to crash the car. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Now, takedowns don't have any effect here, so it's not like you get a bonus for taking anybody down, but it certainly makes it easier if you have a little less competition. Oh, car on the track. Oh, man. You see that piece of the wall that came off? That was pretty cool. Boy, that car really caused a problem. Losing spots. Clocks him in. Oh, man. A little too wide there. Easy, guy. So I'm still using the keyboard, and it's working out just fine for this. I think a controller would work. I will try the wheel just to see if it still feels right. Some games just don't respond as well to a wheel. I think Flat Out was that way, but you didn't really want to play it with a wheel. Last lap already? Got like the last ditch effort to get by him here. I made the same mistake and I got a tire stuck on my front. You gonna run wide, yeah? Not good enough. Oh, that worked. That's what I mean with the full contact thing. Yeah. Okay, so let's try the gravel. I've done a couple races on the gravel. I've not had too much success. I kept spinning out. It wasn't that it was terribly hard. It was just I was more focused there at taking people out. So for some reason, it was more fun here to take people out. So a big staggered start. They are going to just start trying to annihilate you right off the bat. That's where the keyboard kind of gets in your way. Uh-oh, movements. Oh man, this is a terrible start. I'm not going to catch anybody. I can see they're taking down the obstacles. I can pass some people here. You'll see that position will change quite a bit just out of cars getting demolished. A lot of cars went off there. Tires all over the place. Get out of the way. Oop. Not supposed to follow him there. I should try that little buggy too. It seems like it's got the pace, even though it's got way less power. It's probably got way less weight, too. Oh, that was a mistake. Hit the berm. Ouch. Well, thanks for getting me going. All the way to the back. A bunch of different surfaces here. We got dirt, grass, there's some mud. You can see the slick parts of the track. They all definitely have a different feel to them. Like this turn here is particularly slippery. So it's not like spin tires level of terrain, dynamic terrain, but it's it's got enough of a feel to it to feel like you're really going on dirt or mud. Yeah, this race is going about as well as my previous gravel ones. Stop! Come on, car. I'm doing really bad this time. Oop, just shoved him off in the woods. Oh, somehow he's still going. I hear him back there. One thing could use a little bit of work. It's probably the sounds, the engine sounds. They sound pretty recycled from previous games. They could use a little bit more definition, I think. Oh well, 16th, not bad. Actually, it is pretty bad, but oh well. What do we want to do? Let's do another demolition derby. Those are the most fun to me. And let's do it in the European car. So this one, let's see. So half the power and about half the weight. So that should be pretty dramatically different. I feel like this one's probably a little easier to destroy. But maybe a little bit more tough in the front. It seemed that way anyway. I think the engine's in the back. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't notice the big fart can on the back of it. Yeah, it must be rear engine. But it's pretty fun to drive. It's pretty harder to line up hits with people without all the weight behind you. Takes a little longer to get up and going, too. Oh, that was stupid. I missed him. That would have been a perfect hit. Seems like a lot of these AI drivers in this car drive backwards. I don't know if it's just, ouch, part of the code or what. Or maybe that's where the weight of the car is. Oh, that was a weird takedown. Let me reset. A bunch of cars over here. Another weird takedowns. Kind of landed on them there. Wow, the way the tires and stuff fly around. That is so cool and so well done. Makes you feel like you're really there. Uh-oh. Can't hit the right front corner anymore. Everybody's over there in the corner still. Still 14 cars remaining. Where's everybody? Come on. Jeez. Ouch. That's the side we don't want to hit. I like this wall here, the little ramp wall things you can drive up. Use them to build up some speed too. You can kind of go up them. Feels like you're skateboarding. Alright, let's see what we can hit. Oh, that was not what we wanted to hit. Only 2 takedowns this time. All the cars. Here's some moving. There we go. Take down. There we go. This car sounded a little rough. Alright, click. Here, cars. I don't see any. Unless they're buried in with all the other damaged cars. Let's stop here. I don't see anybody. They must be all buried in this. Oh, okay, I didn't see him coming. Okay, 6th place. It's not so good this time. And they're still going. Alrighty, so I think that's going to do it for our look into the pre-alpha of next card game. Do stay tuned though, I will continue to do videos as the game gets updated. Very excited to see this game progress into the future, and hopefully within 6 months or so we'll get a full release and we'll do just a regular old Let's Play through it. I really look forward to it. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.